What's up, everybody? It is your boy Corey. It's a special episode today. As you can see, I have some of my friends here, and today we're going to be talking about dating in your 20s. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and we're just gonna get started.
Thank you, Corey, for having me on the show. My name is AJ Davis, better known as AJ. You can find me on Instagram at Mr. Prodigy. That's Mr.Prodigyyy. Same thing on YouTube. Also have a blog website that's launching pretty soon. It's going to be alanjamar.com. That's ALANJAMAR.com.
And I have everything in the description below because that's a lot to kind of remember. But I'm going to let y'all know all that in the description. So yes, Carly.
Don't forget about me.
I didn't tell her name, but
hi, everybody. I'm Carly Thompson. You all can also go ahead and follow me at CARLY, 2 underscores, THOMPSON. So Carly __ Thompson.
The reason we're making this video is because all of us are at different stages in our 20s. I'm 27, AJ, you 24.
21.
And 21. So we all have like a different perspective on dating, relationships,
Very much so.
Social media, like all this. Like we all have different perspectives. So I wanted to bring them on the channel because I know some of you all are in the same age ranges as some of us. So it's gonna be a good video. Our first question for you all. Let's see here. So, do you feel like you need to be in a relationship by a certain time? So I know like you're 21, you're 24. So do either y'all have like, I need to be in a relationship by such and such?
Correct. So I think like growing up now in today's world, especially as a millennial, we kind of all get to see each other's lives through social media. And you see people getting married, especially after high school and even on throughout college. People are moving pretty fast, and if you aren't kind of going along in that same trajectory, you can start to get in your head. But for me, I don't put a time frame on marriage per se. I do want to be in a relationship and kind of have experience as I get older, but marriage is not something that I kind of put a time frame on. Of course, we would all like to be married by 30 or 35, but for me, it's like, even my mom, she's well into her 40s and she's not married. My dad is married, but seeing her like kind of have different experiences, and both negative and positive, and just kind of seeing her mindset change on marriage, and just kind of, I hate to bring God into the picture, but I'm gonna do it. Like, God always has a plan for each and every one of us. And so you can't really go against the grain. It's like when the time is right, the time is right. So that's me.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know.
How you gonna follow that?
It's hard to follow that. I mean, I always said to myself that, maybe, I never put a specific age, but I knew by 30 I should at least have a serious girlfriend. Maybe not married or anything like that. I really don't have an age on that. I just feel like that's something that's just gonna happen. And as Carly said, like, it's really all in God's hands. So, short answer, I really don't have a number. I will say though, a little disclaimer, I do feel like, being 24, it's time to be more serious about my interactions with girls, a little more thinking any girl that I talk to now should be someone that I can see myself with long term.
Trajectory.
Right, yeah.
Good answers, guys. Good answers. I don't have to say nothing. What qualities do you look for in a woman? What qualities do you look for in a man?
Oh, I love this question. Let's get it.
Okay.
Wow. So I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
What I look for ambition. I would say that's the number one thing for me.
I'm trying to tell these folks.
For real.
About something.
Ambition.
Please.
Like, you gotta know you don't have to know what you want to do, but you just have to have this mindset of like anything that you want to do can be accomplished, and you're a go-getter. You can take action. I'm looking for, I guess what I like to see is someone who can be a leader, doesn't really just do everything that their friends do or believe everything just because their friends believe it, and, just have a mind of your own, being autonomous, independent, be a leader, be ambitious, and just have a mind of their own.
Okay.
So to echo that a little bit, I do agree on kind of seeking out somebody who's very goal-driven. They kind of have their head on straight, and that can mean a lot of things. But for me, ambition is really, really huge. Just because when I set my mind to something, I try to get it done, and I have a plan for my future. And so I'd want somebody to kind of have that same mindset as well. Additionally, I am looking for someone who is going to kind of just accept me for really all that I am. Like, nobody's perfect. Everybody has flaws. You got flaws. You got flaws. We all got flaws. And so it's like, I want somebody who's going to not run during the hard times, but instead kind of exactly stick through with somebody and to just be transparent and communicate with that person throughout any issues, both good and bad. So.
Okay. Y'all got some good answers. I don't have to say nothing in this video. I'm happy. Segueing into the next question. After we know, what type of, woman and man you would like.
Yes.
So what kind of men or women do you attract usually? Like, whenever someone is coming up to you, Carly, what type of man is coming up to you?
Okay.
And when you get, chose on, what type of women is coming at AJ?
Yeah.
So mine is like a spectrum. Like, it's never, okay. It's been some men that's like, okay, I can really vibe with you or whatever. But a lot of the times, it's the men that come up to me at the gas station. Like, it's just not, their approach is just all the way wrong. It's just out of pocket. It's like the type of men that I attract might not necessarily be bad on the outside, physically, and they might smell good or whatever. But it's just like their approach is everything to me. And so for me, it's like the approach. A lot of times it's negative in terms of just like being disrespectful. But those are the type of men that I attract a lot of the times. And we just got to change that. So maybe y'all can teach them some lessons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got some tips on that on my channel. So, hey, y'all can watch out.
For me, I think most of the girls that I've found reach out or, shoot their shot is what we call it. They tend to be a little, I don't know, they tend to be immature. And I don't say that to I don't say that to, offend anybody, but I just feel like, in terms of mentality, they're just usually not there or they're not where I am. And sometimes, when we talk about being equally yoked, right? Like, you want to be with someone who can at least, they don't have to be better than you, they don't have to be worse than you, but, they got to be, on some type of level playing field that you guys can interact and grow and develop together. And I feel like, I haven't really, that's one thing that's been lacking in my interactions is, just that mental maturity. So
I'll add that a lot of the times I attract people who we don't have the same kind of goals in a relationship. So for me, it's kind of, if I'm talking to someone, I have that long-term view, as you mentioned. But a lot of people that approach me aren't in that same boat. It's kind of you want to lay down together kind of thing, and it's like, okay, no, I'm not so much interested. So it's been kind of hard for me to kind of find that person who has the same long-term view.
I had a girl who told me she just wanted to kick it. Like, literally, I
want to chill.
What was the intentions? And she was just like, I just want to kick it. And I'm just like,
let's
I'm
chill.
trying to build. I'm trying to build a legacy.
Let's chill.
But I'm looking for something like, bigger, right? Like, life is short. You only get one life. So it's like, I'm going to do the most that I can with this life that I was given. And I'm not looking for anybody to distract or deter me from, my end goal. I want somebody to build with.
I feel that.
And I feel like that's key in relationships. Like, you can't just be getting with somebody just because y'all look good together or y'all friend group is this person friend group too, so y'all should be a match. It's all about, trajectory and growing together. So I feel like if a person can't help me grow and I can't help them grow at the same time, then it's like, it's not a match. Like, even if I'm doing my own thing and she's doing her own thing, if we can't elevate together, then we're just gonna be stuck. And in a relationship, I don't think you should be stuck with somebody. You should be able to keep going. Okay, well, so the next question I have for the both of you, how has dating been for both of y'all? Because we done laid out a whole bunch of stuff. What y'all interested in, who be coming at y'all.
Okay.
So how has dating been for the both of y'all?
Okay, so dating overall for me, and I don't know, I didn't mention before, but I'm single and I've always been single, so I've never been in a relationship. I have been in a situationship for way too long, and that's long gone, which I'm very thankful about.
Yeah,
so too long was like a year and a half too long.
Wow!
Straight up. Damn! Long distance too. Long distance. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Situationship.
But amongst that time, like, I was dating people You know what I mean? Nothing serious, but going out on dates. It's kind of been, I don't know. I don't really take things too seriously unless I kind of sense seriousness in the other person. And of course, something serious is what I've always been looking for.
Like a match.
Exactly. So I think throughout my time of dating, like I've really gotten to know a lot of people and to know myself. Like that's the most important thing that I've gotten to know throughout my process.
For me, dating is something that I'm still kind of learning actually. Like I just turned 24 and I feel kind of immature when it comes to like dating. Like I still feel like I'm trying to figure it out. Like I haven't really been on many dates myself because I guess I just recently learned actually that, for me, I've always, when I was talking to a girl, it was always just, I was the only person she was talking to and she was the only girl I was talking to. Like there's never any like dating around or juggling multiple people trying to figure out which one is the right one. So I'm used to just being the only person that a girl is talking to. But now I just recently learned that that's really not what it is with this dating life. Like you have to be open to talking to multiple people at the same time, trying to figure out which one is right, which one, is the best fit for you. And that's actually kind of, I wouldn't say it's a challenge for me, but it's just different because, I'm always used to being the only one. So to be one of a roster, I don't want to be, I don't know, I look at it as being on somebody's roster. Like I guess I didn't really like that feeling.
But do you feel like if they was just dating you, they'd just be putting all their eggs in one basket? Like out of all the, let's say all the guys she talking to, she putting all her eggs in you off a date.
Well, then you're doing the same.
And you're doing the same.
You don't know kind of the course of you all's. Since you're still dating, you're not like together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, so I wouldn't even be talking to a girl if I didn't feel confident in putting all my eggs in that basket. So basically what I'm saying is I don't date once I realize that somebody's not a match, it's pretty much done. Like I don't continue to have things stringing along and like I have a couple of people who I was dating and we became friends and you might consider that stringing it along, but like we knew that we were never going to be together. So, it's just a friendship from then on. But, in terms of putting all your eggs in one basket, I just kind of feel like if you really like the person, it will be worth it. You know what I mean? Because like you could really risk losing somebody who is not okay with that. But of course it's a conversation, right? It's communication. You have to let the person know in the beginning whether you're okay with them talking to other people or not. But yeah.
Transparency is key. Really when I think about dating, it's like transparency is key because you can really be all into somebody and something can happen or something could not happen and you just have a change of heart. But if you're really transparent with that person, like kind of your feelings for them and how they respond to that shouldn't really be negative in a way. They should understand. So I feel like that's okay, but just make sure to always let the person know. You know what I mean?
And communication. You know what I'm saying? That's very key too, especially when you're dating. And let's say you date multiple guys, and you know that this one guy is just not it. But he look good to you, fancy car, he wine and dine you, but like mentally it's not there for you. So like communicating that with the person that you're dating is very, very
huge.
All right, so next question is, what's the craziest way a person has ever tried to approach you?
I knew it was coming.
Carla go first.
I knew it was coming. Why'd you have to do that to me? Okay, so it's been a lot of out of pocket approaches.
I know the ladies, y'all be having.
I'm just over it. Like, it's like when a good guy comes around, it's like for me, I'd be so skeptical because of these crazy situations. But all right, let me get to it. So the craziest approach, y'all probably are thinking over social media. That's correct. So someone DM'd me and it ended up going to we weren't followers, so it ended up going to my General, yeah, something like that. And I don't really check those, but I just noticed the number had gone up. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me see what this is. Long paragraph, right? I can't remember everything that it talked about.
Long paragraph.
So now I scroll down because I'm scrolling, and boom.
Bam!
I didn't even go. Like, I deleted it so fast, but not even really though. I took screenshots. When I tell you I took screenshots and sent it out, like it's.
Yo, you sent it out.
Put yourself out there like that. My friends. What? My friends, come on. He's trying like if you do that,
Did
you
include
already
this-
you have no control.
Did you include his handle too? His Instagram handle too? Or was it just a picture?
That's too much effort to be coloring the little hand. No, I sent it out in the group chat, and we had a laugh for the night, and then I blocked him. So
Damn. I think women just be out here sending guys pics like that though, in a DM. Like, hey,
Okay, not in a DM. No. But I was gonna say in general, you'd be surprised.
you gotta get some time to get those guys. That just don't work like that. You said you don't have a crazy one like that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, honestly, I know y'all gonna be like, oh, he lying or whatever, but honestly, like, girls don't really shoot their shot with me, like, if I'm being honest. Like, no, I haven't had any crazy thing happen.
What about when old girl pulled up on us that one time and you didn't think she was gonna come? Remember
What you talking about?
Remember when we went to where were we? We was at
Oh,
We was at Edgewood in the line.
What? Y'all gotta spill it. Spill it.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
That was one right there.
Yeah, that was one. So basically, what he's talking
This is my
about.
first time hearing it.
Me and him was at this little bar, and you was with somebody too. Like, oh, it was just two friends that you knew from previous whatever. So I'm just meeting up with him and his friends. We was all together. This girl that I just met, like, pulled up. Like, I told her I was going out. Yeah, I did. I told her where I was going to, but I didn't expect her to pull up.
There was no conversation like I'm gonna meet you there.
There was
no nothing.
Where you parked at?
Nothing.
He walked up and she was like right behind him, so I thought that they came together. And then by the time we got upstairs, like, yo, she came out of nowhere. I was like, bro, you didn't come with her.
Bruh.
And she was on him the whole night.
She would not let me do anything.
You wasn't feeling her?
No.
I'm like, you was feeling her. Oh, wow, that's a move.
No.
Do not do that.
He was booed up the whole
Was she
night.
alone? She came by herself?
Yes. No, for real. Yeah, that was awkward. That was really uncomfortable.
Did y'all see each other again after that?
We had plans that night, bro.
Yeah, bro, it got messed. She messed up our plans.
I think that's all for the questions, guys. I'm trying to think of some other things, but I think you all answered pretty much everything that I feel like everyone, my subscribers, should know about dating from different perspectives and age ranges. Do y'all have anything else to add for the people that's out there dating or trying to get to know people?
Yeah, I think what I'll leave you guys with is, you know, I went to church today.
I got you. Every tear from the eye.
Nah, go ahead. Do you think?
Ready for the revolution? What you say?
So I learned a few things, and I just feel like
It's Sunday.
you know, it is Sunday. Don't force anything, right? Like, if you believe in God, if you're a Christian, you know that He has His plan set for you. And
Yes,
sometimes we like to, we like to like force things. We like to, well, I like her, or she's a baddie. Like, I can't let this go.
Right.
I can't let this opportunity go.
Never
Like, she's the
conversation.
baddest girl I ever talked to, and it's like.
It'd be
Man,
like that.
God probably has something even more badder for you.
Better
Yes.
jewel out there
Yes.
for you.
It's a better
better
one,
jewel
like,
out there for
maybe
you.
this baddie that you with has no substance, and maybe there's somebody with more substance than you could ever dream of. You know what I mean? So it's like, just let everything. You know, they always say like, when you wait, that's when the greatness comes. And like, I just believe that. Like, don't force anything.
Let everything happen organically.
For sure.
That's my one word and my one tip.
Lastly, I think when you are kind of entering relationships or even just dating, scouting around, think about, of course, what you want in somebody. But I think a lot of times people can get kind of caught up in what they want. What you want can change from day to day. You know, you're hungry, you're gonna get food. Oh no, you're not hungry anymore. That kind of thing. But I think more so focus on what you need, because what we need is what's truly good and great for us. And then lastly, I would like to say that like when people show signs of love, right? Think about more so not the representation of love, but the commitment of love and like the long-term view of love. So
Wow.
that's what I have for you guys.
There you go. Y'all heard it yourselves from AJ, from Carly, from your boy, Corey. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you all for coming on to the channel. Y'all can come anytime and kick it on my couch anytime.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, make sure you check out the description below. It got all of AJ's things that he listed earlier. I have Carly's, you said your Instagram, right?
Yes,
I have Carly's Instagram down there. So yeah, check them out. Say what's up. Say hey, thank you for the tips. And I will catch y'all next video. Peace.
Bye. What's up?
The friend that you wanted to get. Like, what if you were the girl? What if you're
Then where we going?
like, yeah.
So y'all must have just gone through this.
Oh
no.
Next question. I don't know yet. Let me see.